All right, guys, there we go. Thank you for waiting. I really appreciate the beginning of the year is very busy, guys. Very, very busy. I know I didn't expect that. I was thinking, all right, we're gonna take it easy, first month, second month, January, February, but no, the reality became just completely different than what I expected. We are just slammed. We are slammed with work, guys, and I'm actually that's really exciting. That's really exciting for me because I can see that you guys are motivated. You want to come to the States, and most importantly, which I appreciate a lot, that you guys trust myself and my team. This is very serious. This is very serious for me because the trust of my clients in my work, in my professionalism, in the quality of my work, that means a lot to me. So I do appreciate you and you waiting for today's stream, and especially because we are going to have the finally the prizes for you guys to get the postponed prizes from the new year. Let's put it this way, okay? So, of course, we're not gonna do it in the beginning. We're gonna do it at the end. So please stay tuned. We will do the spinning of the magic wheel, and I'm gonna do the spin. So the way I'm gonna determine the winner, that I'm gonna go to the website with the spinning wheel, where I'm gonna put the numbers of how many people participated, and I'm gonna spin it, and I'm gonna call the number that's gonna come out. Okay, so I hope you guys trust my my words and myself, because you may say, oh, we didn't see it. Oh, yeah, okay, you didn't see it, but I hope you trust Stanislav and him being an attorney and very transparent and honest person. Okay, so I hope no bad reviews coming from this process. And guys, smash that like button. Smash that like button if you guys appreciate my work and you like the content, and you are motivated to come to the US. So I expect you press the like button for the stream to see some appreciation and love from you guys. Okay, so let's see what you guys get to say. Treasure, welcome. Shamayev, great to see you finally. Yes, Treasure. Nice to see you. I always like when you come to the streams, because you always have to say nice things, or you have nice questions, so that's highly appreciated. Hyra, I have MPhil degree. Can I apply for EB-2 NIW? So I guess Phil is philosophy, and I guess M is masters in philosophy. So let's start with this question, guys, because today we're going to be talking mostly about EB-2 NIW, and I'm going to do the spin for the winners at the end. I'm planning to spend with you about 30 minutes today, all right? So guys, we're going to be sweet, nice, and concise about the material, because I appreciate your time, I respect your time, and I hope you do the same. Hira, or Hira, if I pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry. So your question is whether you can apply for EB-2 NIW with masters in philosophy. And this is just a great question. I love this question because it just opens up the Pandora box for me. But again, I'll try to be more concise. Let's talk about this. So the way I see the most misunderstanding for EB-2 category, for the second preference category in employment-based visas, and especially in national interest waiver, that a lot of people think that you just need to have an advanced degree, and that's pretty much it. Okay, I have the advanced degree, so that's the national interest for the US government. I can apply and get approved. So that's the logic behind this this statement. So And I see where that question is coming from, because if you read the USCIS website, that's kind of what it says. But that's not what it is. Okay, that's not what it is. So what that actually is and where we need to start. So the way I like to explain it is the advanced degree, or alternatively, the exceptional ability. An exceptional ability we use when we do not have enough education. All right, and I hope you guys came to the stream on Tuesday with Leonardo Rojas, and I think that was one of the greatest streams in the history of the company, because not only we had interview with Leo a couple of months ago, which is still on YouTube channel, and you can watch his first interview when he was working on his case, and his second interview when he got approval for EB-2 NIW. I mean, what even better proof you may get from an attorney who is confident about his work? Okay, I've never seen an attorney who would risk his reputation, his work, his perception in the legal community to interview the client before filing the case. Guys, I'm so confident about my cases. I'm interviewing my clients while they are working on the case and after the approval. And we have 2 interviews like this on YouTube with Zuo Bruno. You guys remember this bald black guy from Cameroon? I love Zuo. He's such a, he's such a colorful person. And same thing. He was interviewed before approval, before filing, and after, right? So we are very confident about our work. And also Leo's case, why I remembered his case, because of this question Hira asked, or Hira, that the exceptional ability and the education. Leo's education was in chemical engineering, but his work was with aerospace engineering, with satellites. He was testing the vibration of the satellites and to see so they work, okay? And apparently chemical engineering and satellite technology are nowhere to be found together, right? Like how on earth can you, like, you cannot match the two. But if you go deep in this topic, you will find out that actually chemistry plays a huge role in analyzing the shaking and the vibration and testing of the satellites. So a bunch of pages in the memorandum that are drafted are committed to explaining how chemical engineering degree is attached to the proposed endeavor of Leo, and his proposed endeavor is working in the same industry of satellites. Okay, but with this being said, I always like to eliminate all the risks for you guys. I like the eliminations of all the risks, and the way I do it is if I see a potential argument from a point of view of an immigration officer that, hey, your advanced degree is not what I want to see, I also alternatively make an argument about exceptional ability. Okay? Not always, but sometimes. So with Leo, that's what I did. I was like, okay, there's a very good argument on advanced degree that chemical engineering is going to be a part of his proposed endeavor, but I don't want to risk anything for my client, so let's put the exceptional ability as well. So he got approval with no RFE, which means that the immigration officer liked the petition. So going back here to your question, so, and I see that you have a follow-up explanation. I have MP. Look here, don't play games with me, okay? Like, don't shorten the words, because look, for you maybe it's obvious. I'm not a zoologist. I'm not in philosophy. Like, give me exactly with no shortening what you have, okay? But regardless of that, let's assume that question is, I have masters in philosophy, because the concept is more important that exact wording. So Masters in philosophy or exceptional ability in philosophy for the purpose of EB-2 NIW means that we satisfy only prerequisite to participate in this program. Okay, so the short answer to the question, I have the master's degree in whatever, in zoology, in philosophy, in engineering, can I apply for EB-2 NIW? The short answer is no. The full answer is yes, but only if you have a proposed endeavor that is in a national interest of the United States of America. Okay, so that's the full answer. And I know some of you like, oh my God, I didn't know that, or I knew that, like, duh, Stanislav, like, okay, move on. Yeah, but those are simple things, guys. But without understanding that advanced degree or alternatively exceptional ability is only the first step that we make with EB-2 NIWs. Okay, that's the first step. The second step, we need to find out what are you proposing that you will be doing in the United States to play the important role, the national interest in this program. Okay? And by the way, guys, we're going to be talking about canceling the EB-2 NIW in 5-10 minutes. First, I want to make sure you understand what that program is, because without understanding, you're not going to be understanding why this program is going to be canceled, okay, or why it could be canceled. So the second step is describe what exactly you're going to be doing in the US once you get approved. Okay? The third step is to show exactly what's the national importance of your proposed project and what kind of problem it's going to resolve. For example, in Florida, we have a big problem, a big ecological problem. We have the infestation of iguanas. I know some of you guys like iguanas. I have nothing against of that. I hate iguanas, all right? I hate them because they're ugly, they're big, they eat the grass on my lawn, and they, most importantly, pose the danger to Florida wildlife. Why? Because they were brought here, okay? So iguanas are not natural to Florida. They were imported in Florida, all right? So there are no predators for them, and they take up the food from other animals in Florida. So it's a big problem. If you guys didn't know, the Florida government actually encourages killing iguanas. Imagine that, all right? Like, when you hear that, like, oh my God, really? Yes, Florida government is like telling you, hey, you gotta kill the iguanas, all right? But they explain, but do it in a humane way, okay? We gotta give a credit to that. So you can't, like, torture it. You gotta, like, kill it fast, all right? So I don't do it, but I know people do. So, and even local governments, they do the same thing. So let's analyze this problem in a way that somebody has a solution. Let's say Hira, he's in zoology, and he's like, hey, guys, I invented some kind of poison that is going to kill only iguanas in Florida. And because Florida is a big state, we have Everglades, the biggest national park in the world, I believe, very unique. And there is a problem. So there is substantial merit with iguanas in Florida killing the wildlife in Florida, okay? This is definitely a problem of a national scale, all right? So the solution that Hira is going to propose is his proposed endeavor. He's going to bring this poison to the US, to Florida, to kill the iguanas, to resolve this problem, okay? And Hira is also saying, hey, by the way, not only I have the master's in zoology, that's the prerequisite, but also I tested this poison in India, or Pakistan, okay? And here's the results. I have the publication, scientific publication proving that my poison works. So, guys, with this example, we have complete filing, complete petition for EB-2 NIW. That's going to be approved. So let's analyze it. First, Hira has the advanced degree, master's in zoology. So it connects to the proposed endeavor. What's the proposed endeavor? His poison that's going to kill iguanas in Florida. Does this problem has this substantial merit? Of course, because Florida is a big state and there's a lot of wildlife going on. It's an ecological problem. Does the resolution of this problem is in the national interest of the US? Absolutely. Absolutely. There is no questions asked. Now, is Hira well positioned to implement his proposed endeavor? Yes, he is. Why? Because he has master's degree and he has tested his poison to kill iguanas. Okay? And he has scientific proof of that. That's it. Advanced degree, well positioned, proposed endeavor, national importance, national interest. Okay? That's it. That's what EB-2 NIW is. Now, and I'm gonna get by the way, Dexpil is like, hey Stan, I never miss a single stream. Guys, if you like Dexpil, if you like Treasure, the people who come to my streams every Thursday, you are already experts in EB-2 NIW, in EB-1A, in O1, in L1, in E2. You can probably already answer a lot of questions yourself. All right. So be like Dexpil, be like Treasure, people who either come to the streams all the time or most of the time. Okay. So that way you guys understand what's going on. So now let's talk about the rumors and some attorneys or some paralegals talking about EB-2 NIW to be cancelled. Okay? And guys, let me tell you this. I've been attorney for a long time. Okay, for more than 8 years, I have my own practice, and more than 11 years I've been in American jurisprudence. Okay, working for other companies, getting my degree. By the way, I'm an honor student in Miami in a law school. So I was top 5 student across the whole class. Okay, top 5%, which like this is serious, guys. Okay, this is like really serious. So since then, throughout my work, this thing about EB-2 NIW being cancelled pops up every single year. Okay? Every single year. And I think even the lifespan of this rumor is probably every quarter. Okay? Like every 3 months, I have to deal with this. Okay? I have to deal with this. Now, let's dispel this rumor once and forever. Okay? Once and forever. So once you guys understand my point of view on this message, you're gonna be confident talking to your friends Friday night at the bar when one of them is gonna say, hey, Treasure, EB-2 NIW is gonna be cancelled. It's gonna go in. Okay? So listen to this attentively. 2 reasons why it will never happen. And mind my words, not that it may not happen, why it will never happen from my professional opinion. Reason number 1. For EB-2 NIW to be cancelled, one thing should happen. First of all, a bill needs to be introduced in US Congress. The House of Representatives need to vote on it with the majority. Senate needs to vote on it with the majority votes. And even before that, all these committees and subcommittees need to approve this bill. So for that to happen, only for that to happen, it will take years and years. Okay, committees, subcommittees, approvals, modification, additions, then it go to the House of Representatives. They say, okay, we don't like it, we'll move it back to the committee. So this is a very long process. Nothing of this kind even happened yet. Okay, not even a single bill ever was introduced to remove this and cancel this program. Then, after the Congress, let's say hypothetically, Congress voted that, okay, we're going to cancel EB-2 NIW, and the way they're going to do it is to basically change the INA, the immigration code, okay? Let's say they did that. Then the bill goes on the desk of the current US president, okay? And he has two options: sign it into the law, approve it, or decline it, okay? So for that to happen, a president needs to sign it. This process is long. It is just impossible to imagine, okay? Impossible to imagine. That's reason number one. The reason number two, and I think it's even more important. Guys, let's be logical. Let's make sense once and forever, okay? I know I don't always make sense. I just know it, all right? But let's make sense today. So, imagine who in a solid mind, who in a appropriate mind will ever cut the import of the highly professional specialist into the country. Just imagine, what would be a single reason for the US government to stop importing for free? Not only for free, but you guys also paying. You're paying the government fee, you're paying the attorneys, you're paying the accountants, you're paying to the business consultants who is doing the business plan for you. You're paying everybody here in the States to come here on EB-2 NIW. So not only US government gets you highly advanced degree professionals in the US who's going to benefit the economy, but you also pay for this. And the cost of such a specialist for the US government to be born in the US, being given the education, getting the experience and all that, the cost and value of such a specialist is in millions of dollars. In millions, maybe 5 millions, maybe 10 millions, Lord knows. Okay? So who in right mind is gonna stop bringing people like you guys, talented people, good professionals in your field, to the US? I do not see it. I do not see it. Nobody ever will be able to persuade me that that's gonna happen. So sleep tight after today's stream, guys, that EB-2 NIW will never be cancelled. I may see the modifications of the program. I may see the different perception of the law and maybe different policies by the USCIS. And we already talked about it last stream, that the law on immigration doesn't change. What changes is the perception of it. Okay? I can see that, but not the cancellation. And one more last point, guys, about EB-2 NIW and Mr. Donald Trump. Okay? I'm open about my political views. I'm neither Republican nor Democrat, but I'm leaning Republican. Okay? I'm leaning Republicans. So on the spectrum, 0 to 10, where 5 is in between, I'm like 4 towards the Republicans. Okay? I'm open about voting for Trump this election. I'm voting for Trump. Okay? I will never vote for Grandpa Joe Biden. He's corrupt, he's old, and he's a part of this establishment that has nothing to do with the interest of the people, although they do claim that. Okay, and also I'm against the central regulation of things in the states. Okay, because Democrats, the difference between Democrats and Republicans, if you guys didn't know, there's a lot, but the main one is how much regulations they want to impose on the regular lives of people. So Democrats, they want to impose a lot of regulations. Republicans, they give it to the states to regulate whatever they want. Okay, so Democrats want the strong federal government. Republicans want the strong states. That's the conceptual philosophical difference between the two. Okay, and there's a lot more. But there is a huge misconception about the views of Democrats and Republicans on immigration. Most of you guys, and I don't blame you for that, because there's a lot of propaganda, think that Democrats make it easier for immigrants to come to the US, and Republicans do the opposite. So they make it harder. And this is wrong. Okay? This is wrong. Why? Because the actual philosophy behind immigration is as follows. Democrats, they support more of illegal immigration and support less the legal immigration. Okay, like EB-2 NIW. Republicans, they do not support illegal immigration whatsoever, but they do support the legal immigration. That's why when Democrats come to power, it becomes so much harder to get approvals for EB-1A, for EB-2 NIW, for L1, for O1, for E2. I mean, I still get them, and my team, we still get them better than anybody else, but it's much harder. And when Republicans come, it becomes so much easier to bring EB-2 NIW, EB-1A experts and talented people and everybody else. And I can tell you, because I have practiced in my company for 8 years. So I lived almost 3 cycles of this process. So the empirical data shows that we get more approvals and a higher percent with Republicans and less with Democrats. Okay, that's all you need to know about the politics and immigration in the US. So act accordingly, guys. Act accordingly. If Trump becomes the president, and I do believe he will become a president, things will get better for you, for us, for everybody else, for immigrants. All right, and I'm also an immigrant, guys. I'm just like you. You know, I started in the US cleaning the toilets in the hotel. Okay, that was my first work. I was cleaning the toilets. I was a maid basically, and I was a trash guy in pizzeria. Okay, who's a trash guy at pizzeria? Who's running around the pizzeria and changing the trash bags, like, you know, these big black trash bags. Okay, these are my first 2 jobs. That's what I did when 20 years ago when I came to the US. So now I'm helping you guys to come legally to the States through all these visas, so you don't have to do what I did. Okay, I'm actually proud of it. I'm proud of it. So that's my view, guys. So let's see. By the way, guys, what I expect from you. And I'm serious about that. What I expect from you this 2024. I expect from you 3 things. Okay? And this is no joke. Thing number 1, you have to get free evaluation. All right? A free evaluation. Guys, no attorney. You will never get that from any attorney in the world. And quote me if I'm wrong. Quote me to that. You will never get anything even close to free evaluation service that we provide in my company. You have to fill out the application, the questionnaire. And within 2 days, I get back to you and I tell you, hey, Hira, hey, Fadi, wherever you are, John, I don't care, okay? all I care about your answers in your questionnaire. And I will get back to you and I say, this is the visas you can apply for. These are the criteria that we will probably satisfy and whether you have the potential or not. Okay? And this is for free. So I'm dropping you the links to this chat with the free evaluation. So both for O1 EB-1A and for EB-2 NIW. I expect from you guys, for those of you who did not do it yet, to do it right now. Right now. If you are serious about your future and the future of your children. Okay? If you're serious about that. If you're just here for the entertainment, and I know some of you say, hey, Stanislav, you entertaining when you like speak on stream and like you make jokes, you tell about the clients. I just like to spend like an hour with you, like listening to your nonsense. Okay? So no problem. I have no problem with that. But if you are in the US on H-1B, whatever other non-immigrant visa, or you're outside of the US, and you wanna get the green card and the US passport, I expect you fill out the free evaluation forms right now. And why? Why you expect you to do that? Because if you don't do it right now, you will never do it. Okay? You won't do it on a weekend. You won't do it on Easter. You won't do it after the green card lottery. Okay? You just won't. So either you do it right now or you never do it. All right? So that's the bottom line. So that's the first thing. The second thing I expect from you, if you get the answer from me that, hey, you have the potential, which means that within the next 6 months, we can file a petition for you and get approval with the chance of approval more than 90%, I expect you to come to the complex immigration planning. Okay? There is no analog of complex immigration planning in the world, period. Okay? No one is doing it like that. 2 phases. Phase number 1, you meet with a data manager who sucks all the information out of you, put it in the protocol for me, and on the second phase, I meet with you for 30 minutes and I build up a written strategy for the winning, your winning strategy of your case. Okay? And you get the actual document and you get the list of documents supporting this strategy. So at the end, you know not only which programs you will be able to get an approval. You get the priority for this program, 1, 2, 3, maybe even more. You know which criteria you satisfy. You know which criteria you did not yet satisfy, but what exactly needs to be done to satisfy that criteria. And also, you know exactly how things are gonna go. All right? So this is the second thing. The third thing that I expect you to do this year, after you made the first 2 steps, you go and sign a contract with my company. Okay? What it means, after you signed the contract with my company and you started working on your case, you'll get a chat in Telegram Messenger with at least 5 people, 5 professionals from a company leading your case. You get 4-step review of each document you have. You get the templates for each criteria in your case that you need to satisfy. You get the examples of each and every document in your case, how they're gonna look. You get 24/7 access to communication in the group chat. And you have the deadlines and you have the deep strategy on how we're gonna tackle your case. Also, you may get the access to NEO program. What's NEO program? And you guys heard it many times today. No analog in the world, and I do believe no analog will ever be created of this project. What it means? Because at every single moment, as we speak, my company leads about 250 cases, meaning 250 clients. And you guys like, what? How is it possible? Well, when you have a company of 120 employees, and that's how many employees we have, with 10 departments, you can get even more clients than that. I mean, the capacity of the company, okay? We have 9 teams that lead those cases, okay? 9 professional teams, and even the backup for those teams. So within those 250 clients, we find a match for you in your field. And we connect both of you. And so you guys, and you're already talented, right? Because I qualified you. You're already talented, you have achievements. So you exchange the independent expert opinion letters within the company. Okay? Up to 4 letters like this. And let me tell you guys, you will never find a letter as strong as we can do with NIW program. You will never find it. Even the best expert in your field is going to be as strong as another client in my company. Okay? And the cost, the value of one such letter outside of the company, because you can get a letter like this if you pay, is about $1,500. So if you do the 4 letters like this within my company when you work on your case, the value of NIW project is $6,000. You basically get it as a part of your contract. Okay? So that's all you need to know about that. So 3 things, guys: the free evaluation, complex immigration planning, and the contract with my company, so we could file your case end of August or September to get the best chances of approval. Okay? And I don't make this up. Okay? Why do we get the best chances of approval end of August and September? And that has to do mostly with EB-1A. Okay? But we see it across all other visas. And I'm talking about green cards. Okay? O1, L1, E2, I'll get you approved I'll get you approved on these visas any month of the year. But the highest chance for EB-1A and EB-2 NIW is end of August and September. And I will explain why. Let me drink some water. And we're gonna do the spin for the win, guys. We're gonna do the spin for the win after I tell you why this is the best time. So, the end of fiscal year in USCIS is September 31st. I do believe September has 31 days. Don't quote me on that. So, the beginning of the new fiscal year is October 1. And once we get to the next fiscal year, the quota, the limit for the number of the green cards updated. So let's say there are 10,000 green cards in EB-1A category. Okay? If USCIS does not approve 10,000 cases within the fiscal year, by law, they have to re-roll those green cards, not to the next year. Some of you thought that, right? Like, next year. No, not to the next year, but to the second employment-based category. So the extra green cards from EB-1A go to EB-2. If EB-2 doesn't get the number of approvals plus the extra from EB-1A, they re-roll to EB-3, and so on. There's like formula. You can find it online, by the way. And USCIS does not like to do that, because EB-1 category is the best. Those are the best, extraordinary, talented people. So USCIS is willing to approve less stronger cases, weaker cases, in other words, in EB-1A category and also in EB-2. It rolls like all the way down, okay? So they don't have to re-roll to another category, okay? And I've seen it with my eyes. Not to say that I'm filing the weak cases. No, we never file weak cases. When we get to the point when we file, your case is of the A grade. So best of the best from your perspective, okay? But still, the range between different cases, we can objectively say, hey, this case is like really strong, this is less strong. So less stronger cases are getting approved. So for you guys, as a practical matter, for us to file your case end of August or September, you have to start your case either end of January, February, or the latest, the beginning of March. Okay? So right now is the time to act. That's why I expect those three things for you. Okay, so let's do the spin for the win. Then I will get back to your questions. I'll answer them shortly, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Actually, I already went above what I planned today, but hey, you guys doing great today. You guys doing great, so I'm willing to give you a little bit more of my time. So, okay, I'm going to the website, which is called pickerwheel.com. Okay, so we have 11 participants, and I have the list of everybody who participates. And I set up the range between 1 and 11 for the wheel, and I'm pressing the spin button. And guys, I don't know who, I didn't look at the diagram who is who, so I don't know which number represent which person. So let's do the spin. Okay, spinning. Let's see. Okay, it's number 4. Okay, it's number 4. So number 4 is Malaeka Goodwin. Okay, Malaeka Goodwin. So Malaeka, if you are today at the stream, congratulations, you won. So please contact me through Instagram, through YouTube, doesn't really matter. You can write to WhatsApp, and I dropped the link to direct contact with the WhatsApp. So you won, congratulations. You will get the prize, and I do believe the prize is the free complex immigration planning. Okay, so congratulations. All transparent, guys, all transparent. So let's spend 5 more minutes for your questions. You guys get a lot. I see a lot of things going. If I don't get to answer all your questions, I will answer them on Instagram or on YouTube if it's a really good question. So let's go. Fadi is there. Is there a way to evaluate master's degree from inside USA without sending original documents to Ukraine? Absolutely. There is Wes, and there is the second one, and I can't remember, but of course, if you work with me, we'll give you all the information. They can use the copy of your diploma to make the evaluation. Okay, so no problem. You don't have to send anything to Ukraine. And actually, even Wes doesn't send anything in Ukraine. They request from the university. And of course, everybody knows there is craziness going on in Ukraine. Russia attacked my country, attacked Ukraine. I feel ashamed for the government. I know that the people in Russia do not support the war. I'm against the war. Moreover, we send the humanitarian aid to Ukraine, so we do everything to help. But yeah, nothing is being sent to the country. Actually, something can be exported from the country, but even there are some companies that use the copies. Treasure, you said O1 is your #1 visa for this year. Absolutely, yes. If I have 3 criteria already, remainder I can try to achieve. How soon can I come to the US on my US LLC? I have a tourist visa. Treasure, the whole process of picking up your O1 and getting you approved is about 6 months. Okay, 6 months. So if you you cannot come to the US with intent to change your tourist status to O1. It's kind of like illegal, but you can come with the touristic purposes, and things can change, and you may end up changing your status. So if that's the case and you change your status in the US, you can start work immediately upon approval, and approval is going to come within 15 days with expedited processing after the filing. So it's 6 months with the change of status, and 8 months through the embassy. Okay, so 6 months for the approval and 2 months to wait for the interview for the embassy. Mohammed, hello Stanislav, hello Mohammed. I'm currently working with you and your team on EB-2 NIW. Hey Mohammed, let's go, let's get that thing done, guys. There we go. Not only we getting our clients giving us interviews, but we also get our clients coming to the streams and saying, hey, proudly, we are clients of SBL, Shamaev Business Law. So Mohammed, if you're still here, let us know how things go. Are you satisfied with the team? Just give us feedback. So we're always happy to improve the processes. We're always happy to make things better for you guys. I'm very excited when you guys come to my streams and you're my clients. I love all my clients, and we're working only for the results. All right, so let's see. There's some gratitude. Learned Languages says thank you, my pleasure. Dexpel hi Stan. Yes, Dexpel already saw your message. Never miss a single stream. That's the motivation I like. Hira, or Hira, I'm sorry if I mispronounce it. I have MPhil zoology degree and teaching same subject. So yeah. I already went with examples with zoology. I think I kind of covered this question. So Dexpel working on the EB-2 NIW already, and now adding O1 as well. You guys are awesome. Dexpel, yes, I know. Thank you for trusting my company. Look, guys, let me tell you this, guys. Let me tell you this. So I guarantee, guys, that Dexpel, Mohammed, and everybody else who currently working with us, with my teams, right? And they come to the streams. I guarantee that these guys are going to be the first to get the approval, okay? Because they know so much from these streams. And I can tell you guys, no other attorney is doing this, okay? No one is doing this. So they know so much from the streams. So it becomes so much easier for Mohammed, and I'm not gonna open up the name of Dexpel, okay? Of course, it's a nickname. They have such a better time working on their documents because they get so much out of the streams, okay? So, and that shows to me the motivation and the will and desire to get things done. All right, and I just love it. I almost cry, guys. I almost cry. Let's move on. Thank you, Dexpel, for compliments. All right, it's a degree name in Pakistan, but okay, here, yes. Look, I have nothing against zoology. I think zoology is a great degree. We actually have a bunch of cases we are filing as of right now with the zoology. Let me tell you shortly about one case. This is the guy from Vietnam. He's Russian speaking, but he lives in Vietnam, and he's in zoology, but he's working with fish. Okay, I think with fish there's a different name, more specific, but it's a zoology. It's just more specific. His proposed endeavor, he is gonna help the US farmers to introduce new techniques on how to mate the fish, and his specific type of fish. I forgot the word in English. It doesn't really matter. Okay, whatever the fish, it's a very popular salmon or whatever that is. So he's going to introduce new technology, okay, which has a proof record in Vietnam. Okay, so that guy is going to get approved like this. Book! Approval. Okay, so when he gets up, we're about to file his case in a couple of weeks. So make sure you guys remind me to talk about his case when he gets approved. Very nice case. I love animals, guys. I have a parrot. I have African gray. He speaks Russian and English. Okay, he's a fun bird. He was a female for the first 8 years of living with us until, and it was Clara. So her name was Clara, until we got DNA testing on her and it came out to be a male. Okay, so he was misgendered, and I apologize to my bird. He was misgendered for a couple of years. Now he's Clara and he's a great bird, so I love him. So I love zoology. All right, Fadi, where to find what could be a good endeavor for the software engineer? I mean, what a great question, Fadi. What a great question. I'll have to skip it because if I start, I'm not going to finish. The best way is to look in your past, and the best way is to see how you apply your past to the future project. And look, I have a really good study case. Recent approval for EB-2 NIW for IT, but just no time for that. I apologize. The Yemi come all the time, but it seems this dream gradually fading out for me. The Yemi, keep up good work, my man. Keep up good work. English with Kamar, do you offer a review petition services? I may, but it's not very productive. I do believe I may. It all depends. Learn languages. Does working with for government can be an endeavor in the national interest for the country? Absolutely, absolutely. Learn languages plus. Yes, with polyglot Dr. Rami Mina. Dr. Rami Mina, absolutely. If you have a proposed endeavor with the US government agency, yes, it does. Okay, Dr. Mina, fill out the free evaluation. I want to see your case. Dexpel, my contract with you is till May 24. You might file it in June, so can we file it in August? Is that the case? Because I'm getting a one from you. Dexpel, you have a pretty good case. You have a pretty strong case, so I don't see the need to wait until August with your case, but we can talk about it. Okay, Huawei XM, what is the cost range for an NIW case? Okay, guys. Okay, so you guys know me. I'm the most honest and transparent attorney in the universe. Okay, you fly to Mars, and there's no attorney like that over there. All right. So we have an open door policy for our prices. Not only we have that, we are proud of our prices because no one will ever offer you the quality and the number of services for this amount of money. Okay. Moreover, and I don't wanna. It's gonna be a surprise for a lot of you who started working with us now. You guys, probably most of you, are gonna have a really nice surprise. Quote me on that. All right, quote me on that. It's gonna happen after March 1st. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about it, but trust me, it's gonna happen. So the price for NIW with us, the complete filing of the petition is $13,000. Okay, same for EB-1A. $13,000, the complete filing of the petition. O1 is $11,000. All right. Remember that. Trust me, guys, what you get for this is unbelievable. It's like Trump says that it's huge, huge. Okay, let's take a look. A couple more questions. Dexpel, these streams are a gold mine. There you go. I have taken consultation from over 7+ attorneys. There is no match for SBL. Yeah. Hands down, the best as human and as a corporation. Thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Ilya Gaykin. Hello, Stanislav. Hello, Ilya. How long in average time to review and approve by USCIS office? In last year and a half time period for regular process case. Thank you. Ilya, I guess you're asking about EB-2 NIW. So it could be anywhere from 3 months to 24 months. Okay? And I know, like, you guys, what? How is it possible? Well, if your project is really in the national interest of the US by the opinion of USCIS, they can give you preference in how fast they're going to review it. Okay, like back in the day when COVID was here, when we were filing the cases for doctors, for nurses, with the expertise, of course, with the people in science who would help with the viruses, I mean, they would get approval without premium processing within hours. Guys, not even days, hours. Okay, my personal record is a little bit more than 24 hours, because they received the petition Friday morning, like around 10 o'clock. By 12 p.m. of Saturday, it was approved. Okay, so 1 day is my personal record for EB-2 NIW. Okay, here, thank you for the feedback. I appreciate, sure. Ravi Ramcharan. What about a project in AI that predicts results of a major sporting event? That sounds interesting. Honestly, I don't see national importance of this project. Maybe you have something, Ravi, to prove me wrong. Okay, this potential difficulty with the national importance, but we need to look into that. Okay, so make sure you fill out the free evaluation. And by the way, guys, Dexpel, Mohammed, and everybody else who is openly our clients, basically, right? All of them started the same way. Okay. And guys, tell me if I'm not saying something right, okay? They all did the free evaluation. They got an answer from me with analysis and saying, hey, you guys have the potential. Let's meet at the complex immigration planning. We met at the complex immigration planning with 2 phases. First with the data manager, then with myself. I created the written strategy for these guys, okay? And explained everything, how it's gonna go. They signed the contract, and there we go. Only compliments, right? Only compliments so far. So guys, that's another proof why we are the most honest and pretty much the best company, right? Because we don't have anything to hide, okay? We are with you in bad times, and we are with you with good times. It's like a marriage, right? Like it's a marriage. Good times, bad times, we're all together in this. And we also, of course, want to get you the result. That's by the way, guys, about the result. I already made my money. Just to let you know, guys, let's finish up this stream strong. Let's finish this strong. I don't have to work anymore, okay? I'm 38 years old. I've been working a lot in my life. I made my money, okay? I can stop and never get back to this, all right? I work because I like what I do. And I work because I want to bring as many of you here in the US so you could live your American dream, just like I did. I think I did, all right? Because I started cleaning the toilets in a hotel and picking up trash in a pizzeria, and now that's where I am, okay, helping you guys to maybe not to pick up the trash in the pizzeria, right, but come here legally with the green cards, immediately starting your careers with a great start. All right, so for me, the financial side of this thing, it's important. I can say it's not, but definitely it's not on the first place. The first place for me is to get you the damn results. All right, that's all I care for, because nothing, my reputation is much more important, and your fates, your future, guys, is more important for me than the financial side of this question. All right, so I hope you guys give me that trust. You give me that trust in the processes, in the working with my team, with the believing what I have to say to you. Okay, because I don't need to sell you anything. Okay, I don't need to sell you my contracts, my services. What I get to sell to you is your bright future for you and for your children. That's all I get to say, and because I'm living it, and that's what I'm talking about. All right, guys, finishing strong, right? Okay, last question from Ilya. Stanislav, do you have STEM cases from Russians, and can you tell us a little about those cases? Ilya, not only I have STEM cases from Russia, but about 30% of my cases are the STEM cases from Russia. Okay, about 30%. Just because I speak Russian fluently. Okay, I was born and raised in Russia. Okay, so that's why we have a lot of clients from it, but we do have clients from more than 50 countries in the world. Okay, 50 country guys. So that's huge. So it's about 50. I guess right now it's like 50-50. So 50% of let's say we have 250 clients right now. So about 125 of them would be Russian speaking, and all Russian speaking countries, not only Russia. Ukraine, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, all these 10, right? Georgia, Armenia, all these countries, and other 50% all over the world. All right, Uruguay, Venezuela, Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, Germany, Portugal, Spain, Poland, you guys name it. Okay, we have clients from all those countries. So yeah, absolutely, Ilya. We have these 10 clients from all over the world, including Russia. All right, guys. All right. I think Dexpel, tell me, one of the best streams in the history, right? Just a lot of energy at the beginning of the new year. You guys motivated, I'm motivated, so let's get things done in 2024. So free evaluation, complex immigration planning, the contract with my company. All right? I'm Stanislav Shamayev, the lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.